Good morning, students. Welcome to today's lecture. We discussed division of fractions, where we learned how we converted division into multiplication, and at the same time we did reciprocal of second term. I hope all of you understood that. Now we'll discuss today about decimals and decimal numbers place system, or that place values that we have did earlier also. First of all, a basic concept that we have studied earlier also. Suppose you have this number 2.5 in front of you. Someone says convert this decimal number into a fraction number. What is a fraction number? Containing a numerator and a denominator. Now how to convert a decimal into a fraction? It is very much simple. Just we need to remove the decimal. Suppose here we have decimal, remove it. While you remove a decimal, place 1 in the denominator. After this, count number of digits coming after decimal. You can see only 5 is coming after decimal. That is why we will place only 1 0 in the denominator. That is why 2.5 is written as 25 upon 10. Similarly, in this case, you have 3.275. Same case we will do here. First we remove the decimal like this. Then we place a 1 in place of decimal. After that we will count number of digits after decimal, that is 2, 7, 5. There are 3 digits. So we will place how many zeros? 3 zeros. I know you know all these things already. Just I am giving you a recap of all this. Now, this case 0.0013. If you know, you can pause it right now and try on your own. What to do? Same thing. Remove decimal. Just after removing, place a 1 in denominator. Then count number of digits after decimal, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So how many zeros will come? 4 zeros. 3, 4. That is why it came as this. And in the numerator we have 00013. Can we write 00013 as 13 only? Yes, because these zeros have no significance. If you have 10 rupees and you say I have 0, 0, 0, 10 rupees, still you have how many rupees? 10 rupees only. But if you have 10 rupees and someone places 0 at the end like this, then they are not same. Okay, saying 10 rupees as this or just 10 is similar thing, because these zeros which come before the number are having no significance. Okay, but the zeros that come after the number have significance. So kindly mind this thing. Okay, then we have 1.023, same question. Remove decimal. What will happen? 1 will come. Count number of digits. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. This is the number. So final answer is 1023 upon 1000. Got it? Now, place value concept. Place value we have been studying from childhood. Suppose a number we are having 253. We read it as 253. 253. How it comes? Very easy. This is the leftmost digit. We call it, its place value is ones. This 5 is having a place value tens, and this 2 is having a place value hundreds. So leftmost digit is ones. After that we have tens, then we have hundreds, then we have thousands, then we have 10,000s, then we have lakh, 10 lakh, crore, and so on. Okay, so this is again a recap of what we have done. In this class we don't have to study this only. we have to extend our knowledge to decimal place value concept. But before that, I am just giving you a recap of what you have done earlier. So what I can say is this 3 is having a place value 1, this 5 has a place value 10, and this 2 has a place value 100. So we can write the number 253 as 2 into 100 plus 5 into 10 plus 3 into 1. What I have done, I have just multiplied the place value with the numerical number, that is 2 into its place value plus 5 into its place value and then 3 into its place value. Now if you solve it, you will obviously get the same number back. Got it? Now let us see decimal number and its place value system. So this is an example for you. I have just extended the number. Earlier we had 253 only. Now we have 253.417. What do you think? What is place value of these three now? We know place value of numbers, but you say to the left of decimal. But what about the numbers to the right of decimal? How to understand their place value? This is a question. Let's see in the next slide. It is a very important topic. Kindly pay attention. Now, this we have already done. The numbers to the left of decimal we have seen. We have to see now the numbers to the right of decimal. If you notice, this is ones, tens, hundreds. In the last S is coming. This 4 is tenth. TH is coming. This next one is hundredth. TH is coming. This 7 is thousandth. TH. So here we had ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. But when you move to this side, you have tenth, hundredth, thousandth, 10,000th and so on. What is this tenth and how it is different from tens? If you say tens, it means multiply by 10. But if you say tenth, it is multiply by 1 upon 10. Or you can say divide by 10. Same thing. Understood? If you say hundreds, it means multiply by 100. But if you say hundredth, it means multiply by 1 upon 100. Got it? Now, let's take this to this expansion. So 2 is written as 2 into 100, 5 is written as 5 into 10, 3 is written as 3 into 1. This is part we have done already. After this is important for us. So I put again a plus sign. Now after decimal, the first digit is 4. We know its place value is tenth. Tenth means 1 upon 10. We multiply in the 4 number. So 4 into 1 by 10. We have done. Plus next number is, the next digit is 1. So we are doing 1 into hundredth. And hundredth is 1 upon 100. Similarly, the last digit is 7. So we are doing plus 7 into 1 upon thousandth. Got it? Please notice I am using these brackets to show that these are each component of these numbers. After this, what I have done, 2 into 100 is 200, 5 into 10 is 50, 3 into 1 is 3. This part we have seen already. Now 4 into 1 by 10. We all know if we cut this 0, we put up decimal over here. Because we know 4 upon 10 is simply 0.4. Okay. Similarly, 1 upon 100 is 0.01. Why 0.01? Just see to check. If I remove decimal, I will have 1. 2 digits are there, so 00. I hope you know these conversions, how to do. If not, kindly tell and I will take it in the next lecture or in the Zoom class. Okay, you can ask in the Zoom class, I will tell you there. Now, last is 7 into 1000. Sorry, 7 into 1 by 1000. So 7 into 1 upon 1000 is same as 7 upon 1000. So now we have 3 zeros over here. Cut the zeros. So one digit is 7, 0, 0, and for this one we put a decimal. So we will have 0.007. I hope you got this. These decimals I hope you got. After this I am writing the numbers like this: 200, 50, and 3. Then we have 0.4. So 0.4 will come to the right of decimal like this. 0.01 to the right of decimal, 0.007 to the right of decimal. So we can see all decimals are in line. Whenever we are adding decimal numbers, make sure the decimals are in line. Okay. Now if you add, simply you will have 7. What you can do, you can place 0 from your side, like 0, 0, 0. If you want, you can place like this: 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Because these 0 after decimal have no value. If you have 10 rupees or you have 10.00000 rupees, there is no change or no, what you say, effect of that. So you can place as many zeros after decimal as many you want. Okay. Now add it. All these 0 plus 7 is 7. All these 0 plus 1 is 1. All these 0 plus 4 is 4. Then we have decimal. Decimal is here. 3 will come, 5 will come, 2 will come, and you can observe we have got the same number back. I hope you got this. With practice it will be more clear to you. Now comparison of decimals. As we have done comparison of fractions, so we are doing comparison of decimal also. Suppose you have these two numbers, 2.03 and 2.30. What do you think? Which number is larger, which number is smaller? To understand such things, we need to understand the concept of most significant digit. Now what is this most significant digit? I hope you have heard this term before. Very simple. Let's take an example. Suppose you have these many rupees with you. 1 lakh 1 rupees. So you can observe there is 1 in the starting and 1 in the end. Or you can say this is having place value once, and this has place value how much? Lakh. So if I take this one from you, if I take this one from you, will you be affected much? No, because now you will have 1 lakh rupees. Only 1 rupees is gone. So you are happy. No issues there. But if I want this one from you, if I ask this one from you, will that be same thing? No, because as soon as you give this one to me, what will happen? Now you have only these many rupees. So will you be happy with these many rupees? No. That means the place value is the place value which is maximum is the most significant digit, and afterwards it keeps on decreasing. So here also, to compare, we first compare the most significant digit, that is the first digit, that is 2. As both are same, we will move to the next most significant digit, that is 0. Again it is not same. So you can compare and see, here we have 0 as second most significant digit, and here we have 3. Which is larger? 3 is larger, so we can say this number is greater. Got it? If the number was 2.3 and 5.7, in this case, when you compare the first digits, obviously 5 is more than 2, you could have said this thing. So you have to keep on comparing the most significant digits until and unless you reach the final thing. Okay. Similarly, in this case, you can try on your own. This number 0.7 and 0.77. Can we compare them right now? No. First, I need to make it two-digit number like this, 0.70. Now you can compare them. 0 and 0 is same, move to the next digit. 7, 7 same, move to the third digit. 0 and 7. Obviously it is more, so this number is larger. Got it? You have to note this lecture as your classwork. Okay? Thank you. Have a nice day.